You know how customers spend millions on core banking systems, but half the time the bank still runs on spreadsheets named Final V3 Do Not Delete? This is a massive regulatory blind spot. And so I use ServiceNow's Build Agent to solve this in about 15 minutes of hands-on keyboard time. I built a shadow IT governance app that inventories all these tools. It auto-calculates their risk based on dollar value and automatically chases owners for quarterly sign-off. We currently have a visibility gap. It's kind of why we kind of picked this particular use case because ITAM tracks our inventory for software licenses and physical assets. So we can say, oh, we own Excel on this device, and GRC tracks abstract risk, but neither of them really tracks the actual files, the complex models, and the macros that our finance and risk teams use every day to make those decisions. And regulators call this end user computing risk, and it's a top target for audits. So by fixing this, usually it would mean buying a niche product or starting a 6-month development project. And so we challenged the ServiceNow Build Agent to allow us to not to write any code, but to really act as a business analyst and just kind of brainstorm with the eye for what we're looking for. So if I come over to the ServiceNow IDE, I can see we kind of selected the brainstorm button initially. We kind of gave it some background. It's like, oh, I'm a ServiceNow architect at this commercial bank that's large, looking to get some ideas about how we replace high risk manual efforts. It kind of came up with 5 different ideas. From there, we kind of picked one and ran with it. And then from there, it's really an iterative approach, kind of defining what you want it to look like, understanding kind of what good looks like with best case scenario, and then fine tuning it based on the results. So after you run it, we came into the app, we saw that Total Tools wasn't referencing anything. So then we just had to specify, say, hey, it's not referencing anything. Can you reference that main table? And it was able to do so. And kind of the same thing where the demo data population or creating new tools, it's just kind of that iterative approach. Instead of having to code, you're just really just talking to it like a business analyst would as far as what the expected outcome that you want truly is. So everything can be selected into right now. So as it stands today, you can obviously see the different KPIs easily. You can select into them. So if I want to see, oh, how many tools out there use Excel as a data source? Okay, there's 2, and as we select into it, it brings us over to that table that has those filters applied to it based on the KPI you selected. And then obviously you want to know who's pending approval, what different tools are at risk and need immediate attention, and then even to the ability to onboard new tools where you can input the information so that tool can be tracked. So the result, what you're kind of seeing is a fully functional governance app built in real time using that build agent capability. And this demonstrates really that we can use ServiceNow not just to manage work, but to really rapidly build the tools that secure the bank.